Blue lightning strikes the massive enemy, but the smoke clears to show him standing entirely unharmed. If this demon survives a direct hit, then all the training in Gosha Village is fundamentally useless. Today, we uncover the classified 2078 Mishima Tower files to reveal a truth hidden for over 6 years. Yukikaze drops her hands as the blue electricity fades from her fingers, freezing in total disbelief. Beside the demon stands Mizuki Shiranui, her missing mother, pointing a steel blade at her own child. Before we open these classified files, hit the like button and subscribe to catch our daily stories. Welcome back to the channel, where we explore the hidden underground conflicts of the year 2060. We follow a young warrior whose extreme lightning abilities constantly destroy her own physical body. Strangely, the exact power meant to protect her family is the very tool tearing her muscles apart. She navigates through violent underground cities to locate her missing mother in the criminal sectors. Instead of a rescue, she uncovers a dark corporate secret that forces her to fight her own family. The secluded Mizuki mansion holds the first piece of the puzzle regarding her intense combat origin. One wrong move in these classified demon sectors means her entire lineage faces complete extinction. What exactly happened to Shiranui inside the forbidden Yomihara zone that altered her mind forever? In 2060, Mizuki Yukikaze is born into the elite Mizuki family, a clan known for raw lightning power. Her mother, Shiranui, halts all village missions to raise the young prodigy inside the massive mansion. Blue sparks jump from Yukikaze's fingertips, cracking the heavy stone walls of the quiet courtyard. She breaks solid wooden training dummies into splinters using only a single high-voltage punch. Surprisingly, her instructors rank her combat scores alongside veterans before she even turns 13. She runs the Gosha Academy obstacle courses daily alongside Akiyama Rinko and her brother Tatsuro. Yukikaze pushes her physical limits, believing she must uphold the legendary reputation of her mother. If she fails to control this raw energy, her internal organs will fry before she ever sees real combat. She stands covered in sweat, ready for real missions, completely unaware of the tragedy coming next. In 2073, military commanders sent Shiranui to Yomihara, an underground city controlled by criminals. Weeks pass with no contact, forcing her father to launch continuous solo missions into the dark sectors. 4 years later, soldiers return his broken combat armor, confirming his life stopped in the shadows. Yukikaze packs her tactical gear, ties her hair back, and abandons the empty mansion to find answers. She accepts every dangerous mission, yet the metal limiters on her wrists meld from her own power. Her lightning scorches concrete floors and shatters nearby streetlights during every intense battle. Unless she stabilizes her attacks at the shooting range, her voltage will eliminate her own teammates. She fires electrified rounds into steel targets until her hands wear down, fueled by extreme grief. But what sinister force in the underground was strong enough to make the elite Shiranui disappear?
In 2078, commanders hand Yukikaze a red folder detailing the corrupt politician Yazaki Muneichi. Rinko grabs their shoulders and teleports the squad directly into the Mishima Tower 50th floor. 10 beast guards rush forward, but Yukikaze punches the first one through a thick glass window. Her violent electric shocks scorch the hallway carpet and shatter the expensive ceiling lights above. She slides under the massive old beastman and delivers a high-voltage strike directly to its knee. Yazaki laughs from his desk, mocking her dead parents instead of fleeing from the armed intruders. Yukikaze channels energy into her heavy right boot and kicks Yazaki violently against a bookshelf. Letting him speak might reveal her mother's location, but his taunts push her toward total destruction. He spits on the floor and swears to end her life, leading to a revelation that changes everything. A new informant claims Shiranui is hidden inside Under Eden, a highly classified base in Yomihara. Yukikaze and Rinko wear civilian clothes and step cautiously into the underground concrete facility. The heavy steel doors slam shut behind them, trapping them as thick synthetic gas fills the room. Yukikaze collapses to the floor, waking up hours later strapped tightly to a cold metal chair. Thick wires connect to her head, proving this infiltration was actually a carefully designed trap. The mysterious captors force her mind into virtual reality simulators to fight endless digital foes. Automated mechanical needles inject experimental chemical fluids directly into her trembling arms. These harsh chemicals alter her muscle structure and force her physical reflexes to trigger instantly. A cold voice from a hidden speaker constantly tells her that her mother met a tragic end years ago. Yukikaze refuses to answer their questions, resisting the intense psychological pressure placed on her. If she surrenders to the simulation, her consciousness will be permanently locked in the digital void. Suddenly, the concrete ceiling collapses as Asagi and Sakura jump directly through the falling rubble. Asagi rapidly swings her steel sword, cutting through the thick metal restraints holding them down. They grab Yukikaze and drag her out of the crumbling facility before the security forces arrive. Safe in the alley, Yukikaze looks down at her hands, noticing a very strange physical anomaly. The veins under her skin glow with a faint, unnatural blue light that pulses with her heartbeat. The unauthorized underground experiments permanently changed the chemical makeup of her entire body. She realizes the enemy did not want to eliminate her, but rather weaponize her incredible power. The trauma of the laboratory leaves her questioning if she can still control her own lightning. Will this new physical alteration help her defeat Yazaki, or will it destroy her from the inside out?
In 2079, intelligence locates Yazaki boarding a private jet at the heavily guarded Haneda airport. Yukikaze and Rinko ride a high-speed motorcycle straight through the airport security barricades. Yazaki stands on the tarmac, surrounded by 20 armed cyborg bodyguards holding heavy machine guns. Yukikaze jumps off the moving bike, sprints across the runway, and dodges incoming automatic fire. She grabs 2 cyborgs by their metallic necks and releases a surge that fries their internal circuits. Leaping into the air, she slams both vests onto the asphalt, creating a massive electrical shockwave. The lightning rips the runway apart, flipping the jet and disabling all the remaining mechanical guards. Yazaki crawls from the wreckage and offers her mother's exact location in exchange for his survival. She raises her weapon and channels a spark, but will she spare him to finally get the truth she needs? Following the airport event, commanders locate a secret lab hidden directly underneath Seishu Academy. Yukikaze cuts through hundreds of armed drones in the metal hallways, leaving a trail of smoking parts. The man at the terminal transforms into the giant Incubus King, covered in extremely thick armor plates. She shoots lightning at the massive demon, but the intense electricity bounces off without leaving a scratch. Rinko swings her sword, cutting a spatial portal directly above the towering creature in the central room. Yukikaze jumps into the portal and unleashes the Thor hammer leap directly onto the demon's head. A massive explosion shakes the room, sending huge chunks of concrete falling from the cracking ceiling. She depleted every volt of electricity in her body, leaving her completely defenseless if the enemy survives. As the heavy dust settles, the demon remains entirely unharmed, and a familiar shadow steps into the room. The woman stepping into the center of the destroyed concrete room is the missing warrior, Mizuki Shiranui. Her eyes hold absolutely no recognition, and her rigid stance proves she is a mind-controlled puppet. Yukikaze taps her metal limiters to the floor, the heavy steel clanging loudly against the solid ground. The legendary fighter meant to protect Gosha Village is now the ultimate weapon designed to destroy it. She raises her electric blades and points them directly at the mother she spent 6 years searching for. She tightens her grip until her knuckles turn white, forcing herself to suppress her childhood memories. To save her mother, she must break the device on her neck, risking a fatal blow to her only family left. If you had to physically strike down your own family to save the world, would you take the shot? Let us know your choice in the comments below, and stay tuned as we uncover the rest of these files.